Yo, what's up, man? It's Fly Roadside Guy checking in one time for the one. You know how we do. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you new. I'm making this video about the signs to watch out for when you're driving trucks over the road, right? So when I started off in the dump truck lane, I went out with this female truck driver, and it was funny because we was working at night, and we was trying to basically, I'm not sure if we was trying to get to the job site or the dump site, because I can't remember. But either way, while she was driving through the neighborhood, there were some signs on the road posted saying no trucks. I'm sure, you know, truckers, drivers, y'all have seen these signs before with a truck, and then it has like a circle crossed out, like saying no trucks going down that road. So I was in the passenger seat and she was driving, and then we was trying to get to the location, and she was trying to maneuver and figure out how to get there. So what she did was she called the owner of the company, and she got on the phone and was like, well, how do I get to the job site? Because it says no trucks. It says no trucks. Now, I've been over the road before, box truck, straight truck, expedited, and all that. So if you've been following me, you know my experience in that lane. But since I was, essentially being trained on a dump truck, I let her do her thing, right? So I say all that to say, while she called the owner and she was talking about it says no trucks, of course the owner was telling her, look, you just need to go down and follow the GPS to get to the job site. And I say all that to say because I've been down roads that it says no trucks as well before. I mean, you got some signs that might say no trucks, um, over 18 tons, or might have a gross vehicle weight limit, or a length limit. So, sometimes you got to be mindful of that. And then you got some signs that says no trucks at all, right? Um, but if you're in a tractor trailer, a lot of times when you see these truck signs, you really want to make sure, and box truck or any commercial size truck, really, you want to pay attention to the height, because you don't want to go under like a low bridge or something like that. So that's one of the main concerns when you're looking at the truck signs, is making sure your truck is going to be able to is going to be at the right height requirement to pass under any underpaths, overpaths, bridges, and things of that nature. But back to the story with the no trucks. Sometimes I go down the road if it say no trucks, whether it's a weight limit or not weight limit, and not to suggest that you would do it if you was in a tractor trailer, but in a dump truck, if I get pulled over, and I've been pulled over before, and I'm not suggesting anybody use this, I'm not giving any attorney information, I'm not a lawyer, I can't say this is going to get you out a ticket of anything. But what I do know is ain't no truck. I'm sorry. What I do know is ain't no roads built without a dump truck. So if I'm on the road, a dump truck had to be here, or some type of truck had to be here to drop this asphalt down. You understand? Now, granted, you have some roads that have soft shoulders. They have, like I say, weight limits, ton capacity limits, and you want to be mindful of that. But outside of that, if I get pulled over, I get stopped by the law, I'm telling him, look here, man, this the way the route said to go. Now, unless I'm using trucker path, a lot of times you're in construction, so the police generally will have a little bit of leniency. Um, you know, Sometimes we on job sites and the police are actually out there monitoring traffic and helping us get in and out of the areas that we actually need to be working at on the job site. But I was being trained by the lady who was just scared to take the damn road to go down to make it to the job. You feel me? Like, it says no trucks. Well, so what? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you got to take that road. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as dump truck owners and dump truck drivers, yes, sometimes, you might be in a situation where you might get stopped and you might get questioned, why are you taking this road? So you really got to be mindful. I'm not telling y'all to take all roads that say no trucks. I typically like to look at the directions, kind of try to know my ends, know where I'm going. I've passed up on roads that says no trucks because when I look at the road, it's looking like, it's a little sketchy. So I'd rather pass and take a longer route. But if I'm going to a job site or if I'm heading in a direction, I really am going to veer off if it says no trucks, because new developments, sometimes you might take a road and it says no trucks. You might bypass that. I've taken another route and veered off and made a right or left and ended up on the same road that it said no trucks. But at that point, there was no sign that restricted me from taking that same road. You understand? So a block down the road, it had a sign that said no trucks. But then a block up the road, when I turned on that same road, there was no sign. So there's ways to maneuver and get out of these type of situations when there's a sign that says no trucks. But like I said, you just gotta be mindful of your height. And another thing, if you ever see police out there on the road, whether they're posted up trying to catch you for speeding or anything of that nature, if you see them, because this is what I do. Police tend to like to try to catch people off guard, truckers off guard. I'm gonna turn if I see a police officer, shit, I'm looking, I see you, shorty. Yeah, I see you. You know what I mean? Yeah, straight like that. I'm letting them know that I see you. So you ain't about to just try to motherfucking blindside me and pull me over, because, that's what they probably want to do, catch you off guard. You know what I mean? And, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I don't know what it is, but them boys be out. You know what I mean? DOT, just got to watch out for them peoples. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you got to watch for them peoples. But, like I say, when it comes to truck signs, man, be mindful. But sometimes you still going to have to take that road. You know what I mean? Now, if you're overweight, be mindful again. I would probably suggest not to take that road that says no trucks, especially if you're in a tractor trailer or something that's long and large, and if you're not familiar with the roads, I would just bypass it. But that's what my tidbit is for the day, man. Whether it says no trucks or not, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. If you want to get in the dump truck business, trucking business, drive-away business, expedited freight, over the road, local jobs, anything trucking, like, subscribe. Also, I got another page called Here's the Trucking Truth. Go ahead and subscribe to that page, man. That's in the works, putting interviews together, other truckers, owner-operators, company owners and stuff like that. So go ahead, check out Here's the Trucking Truth. Like, subscribe. It's Fly Roadside Guy. I'm out.
Them tune out, man. You been let me know. Them tune out, man. You been let me know.